Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome. It is time for the video that I have been promising you guys for the longest, my Bodycare Empties. I did go through my trash and organize everything from like the least products to the most amount of products that I emptied. So without further ado, let's hop into this video. Now, when it comes to my skincare, I don't have an in-depth routine for my skincare. I keep it pretty simple. So you'll probably see these same two products over and over in my Hygiene Empties videos, and it is the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser and the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. This one is nice and lightweight. It doesn't clog my pores. And as far as the Foaming Facial Cleanser, I have oily skin. And this one is for normal to oily skin. It doesn't irritate my skin. It doesn't strip it and over dry it. So this is just a basic, everyday, gentle cleanser. And then an unscented facial moisturizer that I keep in my night and daytime routine and will always repurchase these products. Then we have the shampoo that I emptied out. Now, this is the only shampoo I use on me and my daughter's hair. I really don't like to switch up our hair care too much. I usually stick to what works. And this is the Cream of Nature Coconut Milk Detangling and Conditioning Shampoo. It does good at detangling our hair while I'm washing it, as well as not stripping it and conditioning it at the same time. And then I just follow up with a leave-in spray conditioner by the same brand. I don't really like to get the lotion type conditioners because then when I'm touching the other products, the comb, the brush, I don't like having the residue from the product on my hands and then transferring it onto the tools that I'm using. So I get the leave-in spray conditioner to detangle and moisturize our hair as well. And again, unless I come across something that I really want to try and I find that it works better, I'm just going to stick to Cream of Nature products. That wraps it up for the skincare and hair care products. Now let's move on to the Tree Hut scrubs. First up, we have Enchanted Jasmine. I really enjoyed this in the shower. To me, this one it was like a fruity floral, but reminded me of a popsicle in a way. Like, it sounds weird, but I really enjoyed this one. The one that I have in the shower now, I forgot what it's called. I think it's Lychee Kiss. That'll be in my next Hygiene Empties video. I like the fragrance of that one, but it is so saturated in dye. Like when you go to put the scrub on your hands, like you really got to rinse your hands off good. And these Tree Hut scrubs, all of them have dye in them. And I never experienced that with any of the other ones that I used. So when it comes to that factor, that one will be a one-time purchase for me. But this one, I think I did see this when I was just in Target today. I would definitely repurchase this one. This was fruity, floral, not too perfumey. And like I said, it had like this sweet, almost popsicle-like vibe to it, to my nose. So me and my daughter really enjoyed this one in the shower. Another scent that I really enjoyed is the Peach Sorbet. This one, I don't use a lot of peach body care scents. This one was so sweet and fruity. And what I love about Tree Hut scrubs, they're abrasive without being overly abrasive. And I feel like they get the job done without being too light of a scrub. So that's why I gravitate towards Tree Hut sugar scrubs. But this one, nice, sweet, fruity peach scent. And if this one is still out, because I know Tree Hut discontinues some of their scrub fragrances sometimes, but if this one is around for spring and summer, this is one that I would definitely repurchase. Then we have the Iced Coffee and Sweet Cream Duo. Loved using these two together. I was somebody who never really gravitated towards coffee scents and body care until Coffee and Whiskey came out at Bath and Body Works, and I fell in love with it. So I decided to pick up the Iced Coffee Scrub and the Sweet Cream. This is a whipped shea butter. I like these more than the ones at Bath and Body Works because I feel like they do the job with moisturizing my skin without being too thick and heavy. And I can use these in the winter time and the spring and summer. Like I can use these all year long. So because it takes me a while to get through my moisturizers, I go through these faster than the body butters from Bath and Body Works. Because with those being as thick as they are, I don't use those in the summertime. So these two were really good together. I think they were like a limited edition release, but if they came back out again, I would definitely repurchase them. And then last but not least, we have the Desert Haze fragrance. I absolutely love using this in the shower and pairing it with Into the Night from Bath and Body Works. I think this will also pair nicely with Dark Kiss if you have that body care from Bath and Body Works. Yeah, I really like this. This one was like a deep berry fruity floral type of fragrance, perfumey for sure. I think this is one of like the signature scents that Tree Hut has. So if I come across this one again, I would definitely repurchase it. I would actually like to repurchase it before. I wouldn't mind using this in the springtime too. Fall, winter, and spring, I would definitely use this up with Into the Night. Love pairing those two together. Definitely will repurchase. Moving on to the hand soaps, I have 9 different fragrances that I went through. I pretty much predominantly use Bath and Body Works hand soaps. For a minute, I was going to stop because the foaming ones I find, especially in the wintertime, dries out my hands. I did see they came out with moisturizing hand soap, so I'm willing to give them a try. And I've been using the gel hand soaps and find that I like them a little bit better. So once I run through all of my foaming hand soaps, I know all of the scents don't get released in the gel soaps, but I may transition over to these depending on how I feel about the moisturizing soaps when I get those a try. But this is Radiant Sky. I loved this fragrance in the candle, so I went ahead and picked it up in the gel soap. Really enjoyed it. I wish Radiant Sky would come back again. Radiant Sky has scent notes of Razor Sunshine, Golden Mango, and Juicy Lychee. So this was a nice fruity tropical type of scent. Very authentic smelling. So that's probably why I liked it so much, because I really don't gravitate towards artificially, unless it's like a candied, sugary, sweet type of fragrance. But this was really nice and I enjoyed it in the candle too. So would love to see this one return from Bath and Body Works. Then I went through a pumpkin carving from Halloween. I always get pumpkin carving in the candle and hand soap every year. It is a staple fragrance for me from Bath and Body Works. Everybody in my house enjoys it when I light up the candle and we use the hand soap. So as long as this one continues to come out, which it is one of the core Halloween fragrances and one of the only Halloween fragrances aside from Moonlit Graveyard that Bath and Body Works releases that I feel leans more towards Halloween and October vibes. So definitely will continue to repurchase this one. Another favorite fragrance of mine from Bath and Body Works, Wicked Vanilla Woods. I purchase it in the candle, the body care, and the hand soap every year that it comes out. Absolutely love this perfumey vanilla scent and always will repurchase it. The first time I ever experienced Fresh Fall Morning was in candle form back in 2021, and I absolutely fell in love with the scent. So when I saw it in the hand soap, I had to pick it up. I do feel the strength and throw of that candle from what it was in 2021 has declined a bit. So I'm okay with just getting it in the hand soap, and if it comes out in the room spray. This has notes of citrus zest, woodland sage, and red delicious apple. So if you like fresh fall apple scents, this one is great to try in the fall, and I will definitely repurchase it. Then we have Salted Amber and Vetiver. Loved this fragrance in the candle, but Lord, was the candle too light for me. So I went ahead and tried it out in the hand soap, and I believe I had it in my bathroom. Absolutely love this fragrance. This is one that I feel like they could put it in like the wallflowers, the hand soaps, the room spray, and I'll gravitate towards it. It is a more softer scent profile, so I guess quite naturally the candle will be lighter. I wished it was stronger, but the scent is absolutely beautiful. This has notes of salted amber, fresh orange flower, and rich vetiver. So this is a fresh, clean, I want to say it was almost like a laundry-like clean. Yeah, like a nice, fresh, clean, very pretty scent. So if this comes back out around spring, I would not mind repurchasing this hand soap again. Bath and Body Works did their thing on the packaging with last fall's hand soaps. I love the package designs of the hand soaps. This is the Sweet Mum Blossom. I love this. I love florals. I don't really know if mums have a distinct fragrance, but whenever I do smell something that's supposed to be marketed as a mum fragrance, I usually like it as a fall floral scent. I was so upset with this hand soap because I did a BOPUS. Usually when I go in store, I'll open up the hand soap, smell it, and then if I like it, I'll purchase it. So by me doing that, I would have noticed if this was missing. So after a while, me trying to pump the soap, it was a struggle. So I really didn't get to use this when I had it at my kitchen sink. And I had to like do the best with using it where I would just unscrew it and pour it in my hands and wash my hands because I wasn't letting this go to waste. I absolutely love the fragrance. Wish I had the little straw dispenser in there, but this is Autumn Mums Warm Spices and Sweet Musk. I really didn't get any spice. Yeah, this was just like a nice, pretty perfumey floral scent. So enjoyed it. I would like to see this one return so I can really use it the way I want to and enjoy it. And if it did, I would probably get 2 of these because this was a really nice break between like the typical fall scents. I like when companies can create a fall floral fragrance and it's pretty and it doesn't make you feel like it's too much leaning into spring, even though I do feel like this could transfer as a spring scent because there's no spice in this that will make it feel like fall. But overall, I really enjoyed this one and loved the packaging. Honeycrisp Hayride, I reviewed the candle. I did like the packaging and the scent enough to get it in the hand soap. It did lean masculine cologne. It wasn't a bad scent, but it's not what I expected it to be. This has notes of beautiful fall weekend full of Honeycrisp apples and crisp autumn leaves. This was another one that I believe I kept at the bathroom sink. And yeah, it was kind of like a fresh apple cologne type of scent. So it was okay. I enjoyed it, but candle form, it was lacking. Hand soap, I would prefer to just use it in the hand soap than the candle. But overall, I enjoyed it. If it came back, this is one I would have to see how I feel at the time that it's back to see if I want to purchase it. But out of the other soaps that I emptied, this is one that would be a maybe I get it, maybe I won't. Now, Mahogany Apple is definitely one I will repurchase. I love the mahoganies of Bath & Body Works, all of the mahogany blends. It's not one that I don't like. This one definitely has that apple cologne vibe, but I would expect that from this fragrance being mahogany apple. Yep, love it, love it, love it. Always will repurchase it in the hand soap. I usually get at least one of it in the candle form, but last year I had Goose Creek's, I think it's called White Apple Woods or something like that, and it legit smells like a dupe of mahogany apple. So I passed on the candle from Bath & Body Works and picked up the hand soap. But when this comes out this upcoming fall, I would definitely repurchase it. Love this fragrance. And last but not least, we have Fresh Balsam. Absolutely love this fragrance. I purchase it every year. It is a staple fragrance in my home from BBW in candle form and hand soap. So as long as this one is around, I will always repurchase it. Moving on to the bar soaps that I empty, you guys know I am a Dove girly, so there will always be a Dove bar soap in my empties video. We have the cucumber fragrance, the original fragrance, classic Dove, which I love. And then this is the shea butter fragrance, which I also love. It's not too many Dove fragrances that I don't enjoy. So all of these would definitely be a repurchase for me. I love the Dove bar soaps and the moisturizing body washes. So always will continue to repurchase Dove. And then we have a Kirk's Castile bar soap and a Dow antibacterial bar soap. And what I love about these two bar soaps, the Kirk's can be a little stripping, but I love how squeaky clean it gets my skin. And the Dow bar soaps are more moisturizing than the Kirk's Castile bar soaps, and they're antibacterial. So I love purchasing Dow as much as I love purchasing Dove. So Dow will always be in my empties videos as well. It's just Dove. I like the fragrances. Dow doesn't really have too many fragrances other than I think it's a clean water scent, the original bar, the yellow, the gold bar, which I love that one. That one my grandmom used to use. That's the only soap she used to use back in the day. So that is how I'm familiar with that one. And it just reminds me of her. So I always purchase that one. The green one, I'm not too much of a fan of that one. So Dove wins me over with the fragrances, but then I do love the antibacterial agents of Dow soap. So I'll definitely repurchase Dow as much as I repurchase Dove. Then we have Milk and Coco Shea in both the moisturizing body wash formula. I do enjoy Bath & Body Works moisturizing body washes more than the shower gel. So I've been purchasing these more so lately. I hope both of these fragrances stick around. I absolutely love them. I do have backups. So once I go through my backups, if these two are still available, because Bath & Body Works likes to discontinue things, then I will repurchase them. And I also went through another favorite scent of mine, Lavender Vanilla in the moisturizing body wash from Bath & Body Works. I love this scent from BBW in the candle form and body care. So as long as it's around, I will continue to repurchase it. I don't even know if this fragrance is still around from Caress, but this is the Cocoa Butter and Oat Milk. I use this body wash and paired it with the Milk Body Care lotion and mist from BBW. Such a cozy scent when you just relaxing in the house. Love this one. I haven't seen this one since I purchased this one. So it's probably discontinued. But if this was to ever come back again, I would definitely repurchase it. Loved it in the shower. It made my skin feel so nice and soft. And I love the fragrance. Then I also finished up the Olay Orchid and Black Currant. I'm not even a black currant blackberry fan, but I really enjoyed this body wash and definitely will repurchase it. And then I also used up the Soft Soap Juicy Pomegranate and Mango. Really enjoyed this when I was using any type of fruity body care from Bath and Body Works. I paired this body wash with it, layered it. So these two I would definitely repurchase again. And last but not least, we have the Dr. Bronner's Castile Soap in the scent Eucalyptus. I am a eucalyptus girly. I love this soap. It is strong. You do have to dilute it. Another fragrance that I love from Dr. Bronner's is the lavender scent. And in my local beauty supply store, I saw that they have a rose one that I'm interested to try out because y'all know I love rose. This is a really good cleanser. And as long as Dr. Bronner's has been around, I've been purchasing it. So I will continue to do so. We are down to my final bag, and it is the bag that has all of my fine fragrance mists and perfumes that I managed to empty. And first up, we have Hello Beautiful. Now, this, I was just getting back into body care at Bath and Body Works. And this is when I went crazy buying everything, every scent that came out. And I was just getting into florals and body care. I don't leave much in there, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get anything. Okay, something left in there. This one is a nice, sweet, floral perfumey scent. This has notes of white gardenia, jasmine petals, magnolia blossoms, pink nectarine, and cotton musk. So this is more, you know how you get those fruity florals and you get an equal balance of fruit and floral? This is more floral forward, perfumey, but it does have a sweetness from the fruit in there. So really enjoyed this one. I wasn't checking for Hello Beautiful. Back then, my daughter, who's now a teenager, my oldest, used to go with me. And she's more of a gourmand lover. So I was shocked when she was getting things like Hello Beautiful and Sweet Pea and stuff. And it was when she used it one night, she had the body wash, the lotion, and the spray. And I was like, oh my God, that smelled real good. So the next time they had a sale, I went and purchased it for myself. I don't think I had got, I think I did get the shower gel. I was getting sets back then of everything that came out. So I enjoyed Hello Beautiful. I would get it again. I liked it. It wasn't a love, but I did enjoy it. So it's not one that if it came back, I would be like, oh, I would never buy that again. I think this will make a nice layering scent if you love floral fragrances and you want to pair it with something fruity or another type of perfumey scent. I enjoyed Hello Beautiful, but I'm trying to lean more towards perfumes than fine fragrance mists as I go through my stash. But this was really fun. I really enjoyed this one. It's a classic scent, so I can't say I won't get it again because just smelling it, I really enjoyed this one. And this one lasted on me. I really didn't even have to layer this. I could just overspray this one and it would last on me for hours. So really enjoyed Hello Beautiful. Why didn't I buy a backup of Brightest Bloom? The candle and the body care. And I know this wasn't everybody's jam. This was another one where you had to enjoy floral fragrances in order to get into it, which thankfully I do because I enjoyed this one. And in using this whole entire bottle, to me, I got an undertone of like a dewy pear, like a fruity pear with all the florals that was in this. So this has notes of lily of the valley, jasmine sambac, garden carnations, and fresh cedarwood. And again, we'll see if there's nothing in here. I'll be spraying these things so they empty. This was so nice. This was a very pretty, beautiful for springtime. I also wore it in the summer, fall, winter. I didn't care. I wore it all year long. The only thing I have left of it is the lotion. And where my mall is, where there's an outlet, I think that mall is closing. So I need to get up there and see if the outlet is closing as well. And if they had more clearance items and if Brightest Bloom is in there so I could just get one more to enjoy. This is one. Maybe if it came back for like summer SAS, I would definitely snag this one again. And it wore like a perfume. It was long lasting and you didn't put it on and it was gone in 15 seconds. This was really good and I really enjoyed it in the candle form as well. Then we had Fresh Getaway. This one was so good with 2 simple scent notes of bright yuzu citrus and fresh ocean air. Just like Summer Melody. That's another mist that had 2 simple scent notes, smelled amazing. You sprayed it, it lasted all day. This was one of those good scents as well. And it gave like a Dolce & Gabbana light blue vibes. Yeah, this one was so good. This is another one I would love to see return again if Bath & Body Works was to ever bring a fragrance back. Then I finished up a Vanilla Bean Noel. I only purchased this in the lotion, which I still have, in the fine fragrance mist. I wore it to bed at night. I'm not usually a vanilla girly, but this had like a vanilla sugar cookie vibe. And I think I had the moisturizing body wash in it as well. I want to say 2 years ago, and I finished that. But I really enjoyed this one. I wish it was reports of the candle performing better, because I wouldn't mind getting into the candle. But for the body care to use as a nighttime fragrance, I did enjoy this one. Vanilla Bean Noel at Winter SAS is always sticking around. So I don't know. If I come across it maybe the end of this year and I'm shopping, I may repurchase it again. I know my daughter loves vanilla scent, so that's probably what made me even get it at SAS. Ain't nothing coming out of this one, but this is definitely like a vanilla sugar cookie vibe. So I enjoyed using Vanilla Bean Noel. Then we have On the Horizon, which was a release from the first round of Everyday Luxuries fragrances, I believe. This had notes of watery bergamot, blue lotus, and driftwood moss. Now, this definitely leaned unisex, and I know some people didn't like it because they felt like it pulled too masculine for them. But I don't mind scents that lean masculine, but I can get away with it without it smelling too much of a masculine cologne scent. And because this was like a nice fresh aquatic and it had a watery floral note in there, yeah, the lotus, driftwood moss, it wasn't really earthy to me. And you know, bergamot, depending on how it's in a fragrance, whether it's like a citrusy cologne bergamot, it gives off like that aquatic vibe. So I really enjoyed On the Horizon. I only purchased one because this is when I was like, okay, my stash is getting out of hand. I want to start using up my body care and not having tons and tons of it in like an overflow stash. So I only purchased one of these, and Bath & Body Works always comes out with a nice aquatic, either like a watery floral or like a unisex aquatic scent that I enjoy, like fresh water that's returning. So I didn't feel like I needed to repurchase this, but I did enjoy it for what it was. Sea Island Shore, another fave of mine. This is like fresh, clean laundry. Kind of got that ocean air vibe to it, but leans more like a fresh, clean laundry type of scent to my nose. Clean cotton, orange blossom, blue Frisian, ocean musk. This is one of the first fragrances. It's been renamed over the years because I think it was called Sea Island Cotton at one time and Cotton Blossom at one point, but this is the same scent. I love it. This is one of the first fresh fragrances I ever purchased years ago from Bath & Body Works, and I still grab it to this day whenever it comes back out for summer SAS. Sometimes they even bring it out for winter SAS, but usually I pick it up when it's summer SAS. So I'm almost done the lotion. The mist is done. I love summer SAS more than winter SAS, and I'm supposed to be doing a no buy, low buy through, well, no buy January, low buy through February to June. And my birthday is in June, and it usually happens around SAS. So I'm hoping to use up a lot more of my body care. So when summer SAS rolls around, I can reward myself for my birthday and pick up a few things if I, you know, see some things I want without going overboard to get to enjoy for the summer. Because I do like the way Bath & Body Works does like their tropical scents, their fruity scents for the summertime, coconut, and fresh scents like this. So this one will always be a repurchase for me. Juniper Breeze was another favorite for me. I think I purchased 3 of the mists. And I want to say 1 lotion because it takes me a while to get through the lotion. So I have 1 more mist that is left. And I'm working towards being halfway done the lotion. This is a nice, fresh, crisp fragrance. It has notes of juniper leaves, green apple, blue jasmine, fresh woods, and dewy musk. I didn't get to experience this the first time it came out, but oh my goodness. And you definitely get that juniper. Like, it's just a fresh, you gotta like juniper to enjoy this one, and you gotta enjoy fresh, clean scents. I love this one so much. This is another one that I would love to see return so I could buy more of it. Because once I go through my last bottle between the spring and summer and my lotion is gone, I have no more Juniper Breeze in my stash. And the last mist that I have is in the milk fragrance. This has notes of sugared oats and whipped milk for a creamy, cozy scent. That is exactly what this is, a creamy, cozy oat scent. Love this fragrance. Like I said, I hope it never gets discontinued and it stays around because I like to use this when it's bedtime. When I don't really want like lavender or eucalyptus, this is also a nice calming scent. I also have the Dove. I think it's like a stress relief. I think it has oat and chamomile. And I layer that body wash with the milk fragrance. So really enjoy this one. And I think I have one more moisturizing body wash, a mist, and a lotion left. So once I go through that, I will allow myself to go ahead and repurchase it. And I hope Bath and Body Works keeps it on the shelf so I can go ahead and get me some more of this one because I absolutely love this scent. Moving on to some of the perfumes I finished. Now this, I don't know how to pronounce it. It is from the House of Lattafa. I will put the name on the screen because I don't want to butcher the name of the fragrance. But this is a dupe of Gerjoff Herba Pura. And Bath and Body Works has a dupe, which I feel is a dupe of that Herba Pura scent because it smelled just like this perfume. Which one is it? Mediterranean Mirage. I did pick up that mist. I do love it. And I was holding off using it until I finished this perfume up. This is so strong and long lasting. It's one of those fragrances that when you wear it for the day, you will have to wash your laundry to get the scent out, and you will have to take a shower to get rid of the fragrance if you spray it on your skin. Absolutely love this. Definitely will repurchase it. I think I got it off of Amazon for 20 bucks. So I enjoyed this one, and I think I need another one for this upcoming spring. So I will be repurchasing this one if it's still available. Then we have Sweet on the Outside from Finery. I love their perfumes and their mist fragrances. This one, I forgot what I was pairing it with. I think it was Cozy Vanilla Bourbon. This one was okay to me. To me, when I wore it, it had a little bit of an artificial vanilla scent to it. And it's one vanilla scent that recently came out that I saw at Target. It was more of like a smoky vanilla. I liked that more than this, but I enjoyed this one. I wouldn't repurchase it. If I get my hands on that smoky vanilla one, I would love to get that. I forgot what it's called, but it's in a gray packaging, gray bottle and gray box. So Sweet on the Outside, I enjoyed it for what it was, but it's a one and done for me. Another fragrance that I enjoyed from Lattafa, which I tend to blind buy Lattafa fragrances often because I haven't really been disappointed in any ones that I've ordered blind bought off of Amazon. I think this big bottle, full size bottle, is this a 3.7 or 3.1? I know it's a full size bottle. So this is the Musk Mood fragrance. You have to like fresh, clean, baby powder floral type scents in order to get into this one, which I love because they are fresh and clean. And it's something about a powdery scent. As long as it doesn't lean too powdery, perfumey, mature smelling, it's a comforting fragrance to me. And especially if it has like more of a youthful powderiness, like baby powder, I love it. Definitely will repurchase this one. This was a big full size bottle to get through. And I want to say I might have had this since last year and I finally finished it this year. This is so strong and long lasting, even as a powdery, musky floral scent. This is another one, like I said, you have to wash your clothes, wash your skin to get it off. You don't really have to overspray this one, which is why it lasted me so long. And I think I have another one. I want to say if this is Musk Mood, it might be called Oud Mood. Another one that is strong, but to me, it's sweeter than the Amir Al Oud that I had, which is also like a oody, like oud woody scent. That's strong. But yeah, I love the House of Lattafa fragrances. I just got Noble Blush for Christmas as a Christmas gift. I love like ambery and like musky oud fragrances, like Middle Eastern scents. So this one I would definitely repurchase. And if you like fresh, clean, powdery scents, I highly recommend it. Now, this was a little like cologne bottle I had bought back when Rue 21 was still in business. This is the Rue Red. This had notes of cinnamon, lemon zest, and black pepper. I didn't get any cinnamon. I don't even think I really got black pepper. It was more like a bergamot. It's really nothing in here. Yeah, this wasn't really like a spicy scent to me. I mainly got lemon zest from this one. So like one of those like fresh bergamot aquatic cologne scents that are masculine but can be unisex. So I enjoyed this one. I had a white one, and I think I had another one in one of my other empty videos that I enjoyed. I wish stores like Rue 21 was still around because I liked purchasing little, you know, cologne or perfume bottles like this if the scents were really good. And I didn't mind layering them if I had to, but unfortunately, Rue 21, at least in my area, is no longer around, but I did enjoy this fragrance. I end up having another mist in there. This is the Foreva by Finery. This is a nice, I want to say it was like a sunscreen, beachy type of scent. I told you, I'll be using these. It don't be nothing left in here. But I know this was definitely like a beachy sunscreen, but it was nicely done. I can't remember if it was like an orange blossom neroli type of blend, but I don't even know if this one is still out or if you have to order it off of the Target website. I never even went to see if Finery has an official website where you can still get these scents that like get newly released at Target, but then you don't see them the next season because they come out with something else. But this one, I loved pairing it with Copper Coconut Sands or any BBW coconut that was like beachy or like a fruity tropical. And I wanted to add a little bit of like a beachy sunscreen scent to it. This is what I use. So really enjoyed this one. And if I could get my hands on this again, I would, because it was a nice blend. Not all sunscreen scents are created equal, and this was definitely one of the ones that was good. And I'm down to my last 5 items, y'all. These are the items that the boyfriend emptied up. After Dark, I love After Dark. I see it's coming back. I even use this in the shower, so really enjoy After Dark, and I'm glad it's returning. He's been really getting into like the Cremo brand and a Native brand, and this is the Sandalwood and Vanilla, which I also used in the shower. Sometimes I feel like the Native fragrances, I gravitate towards what gets released in the men's care line over what they put out like in the regular line. But I think he's looking at trying some Method fragrances too. I love Method. I haven't bought it in a while because I'm trying to really get through a lot of the body care that I have before I buy more stuff. But this one was really good. If you love sandalwood, ladies, sometimes just check out what they have on the men's side, because this is something that they would market for men that women that love sandalwood and vanilla would enjoy, and they wouldn't put it on the side where the women's body care is. So if this one is still around, I highly recommend it. And then he finished up 3 body sprays, Noir, which I absolutely love. It has notes of black cardamom, smoky vanilla, and a hint of musk. I would even wear this one, so love Noir. Whiskey Reserve is another good one that I enjoy. Crisp Apple, Single Malt Whiskey, and White Oak. And he also finished up a freshwater spray, which I also love, and it has notes of Italian bergamot, mountain spring water, and oak moss. That is it, you guys. That's all I have for this Bodycare Empties video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and until next time, bye.